Om Namah Shivaya, Asenest Fire, here on The Way of Dharma. Our topic for today will be based on counter witchcraft and also the different entities that are against our spiritual progress. So, if you are new, welcome to the channel. Please make sure that you do subscribe, make sure that you leave a like, and make sure that you like this video. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back to The Way of Dharma. The Way of Dharma 108 is a channel where we share secrets about occult practices, about esoteric practices, about spiritual systems from the Western Hemisphere, the Eastern Hemisphere, which is also known as the Oriental, and the Central of the hemispheres, which comes from the land in which I live, Africa. So the Way of Dharma, you'll be expecting to get insight on such topics. And yes, so thank you. Forgive me for participating in my breakfast as well as doing this video. Please make sure that you do listen and make sure that you listen carefully. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Mahishwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Om Gurubhyo Namaha, Om Gurubhyo Namaha, Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. So yes, behind me, if you can check, there's a goddess also known as the goddess of counter witchcraft, which is Devi Pratyangira. Pratyangira is the goddess from the Hindu pantheon who is specifically for counter witchcraft and reversal of witchcraft. Now, witchcraft comes in many various forms. One of it is black magic. Another form of witchcraft that is overlooked is the evil eye. The evil eye is a curse placed unconsciously and unwittingly by another human being simply because of the fact that they are jealous. Jealous of your progress, envious of you, so they want to be like you in essence. So the energy that emanates from their eyes and their emotions, it goes on to you and attaches to your aura, thereby attracting circumstances that are of a similar vibration to that thought form and that evil eye. Thus you are cursed, thus you are able to attract negativity and lead a bad luck or bedridden witchcraft life. To understand witchcraft or black magic, I'm going to explain first to you. We have what we call the mind. The mind is not something anyone can claim to own. Due to this fact, we've been alive for many lifetimes before this current lifetime. We come from a lineage of ancestors. We also have spirits that we can contact in our mind. We have universes in our mind. Everything basically it's in our mind. So our thinking processes are influenced either by external things or things internal, which could be the planets, which could be the universe, which could be anything in actuality. So many things have influences over our mind. Our ancestors are also another factor. So, black magic is simply me projecting a thought to you and then you perpetuating it through your life. That's black magic basically, or witchcraft. So, if I send bad energy to you, it attaches to your aura and it attracts similar vibrating thought forms. So you get to experience negativity, you get to experience life through that thought form that I sent you. So now the issue here which we are discussing is countering those thought forms, countering that witchcraft. That's the interesting subject. Now I'm not gonna go too deeply in this subject due to the fact that people expect to get so much knowledge with no exchange of energy. So the currency in spirituality is energy, whether it be monetary or maybe in other ways that you can send back energy. If there's no exchange, I'm sorry, there'll be little that I share. So black magic is you perpetuating the thought of someone else. If you are living in this system under the leadership of a president, and that president has a leadership and rulership over you, you are being witchcraft, you are being hexed. If you watch your television and suddenly you see adverts, commercials over there, now you have a certain urge to buy McDonald's. You are being witchcraft. You are perpetuating the mind of the advertisers, the mind of these big corporations and companies. So you are being witchcraft. Now this knowledge of counter witchcraft, I got initiated into it by the Devi Shri Pratyangira, which I'll always be grateful to. So there's so many entities that live and have influence over our lives and minds. There's an entity which is an ethereal being, which is known by a name I won't mention here due to the fact that I'll be beginning to censor information. So these entities, they are powerful, slightly higher than us. They are elemental beings. They are able to meddle in the affairs of humans, of humanity. They can influence human life and are very advanced psychologically. So these beings, once you attain a certain skill in magic, once you are on the path to attaining magical power, suddenly they go against you. Due to what? Due to the fact that they know that with sadhana, with spiritual practice, you can be better. And you are innately better than any other being in the universe. Facts. Anyway, so they want to sabotage your sadhana. They want to sabotage your spiritual path. So they will use people that are near you. They will use your loved ones. They will use your friends, your so-called friends. They will use anyone basically that can get closer to you in your life to sabotage you. Because remember, once you do spiritual works, you are powerful spiritually, you are protected. So nothing can penetrate you. So we have to find what? A medium that can penetrate your protection. And when it penetrates your protection, it's only then our negative energy will be able to penetrate you. So they'll start sending people to your house, making sure that they break that barrier. They'll send your friends to come over to check on you. They'll send anyone basically, even your close loved ones, your parents. They can send them just to pierce that aura of protection that you have around your yard or around your complex. So when they send them, they pierce the shield, and then suddenly you are being attacked psychically. There's people who live bad luck ridden lives, who constantly have something bad going on in their lives. These people have thought forms and negative energy attached around their aura. So that attracts to them the circumstances, the life that they live, the people that will be there to destroy them, or the people that are of a similar vibrational frequency to go and mash them up. So it happens that these people are sometimes your friends. So they will come, they will visit you. And when they visit you, they leave these energies behind. And then all of a sudden there's conflict in your household. You are fighting with your wife. You are fighting with your mother. You are fighting with your children. It's because of this energy that was sent. The subject of witchcraft is very, very deep. Before a spell can manifest to actually cause changes in your life, there are certain factors that you need to look out for before that can go to the next level of manifestation. Devi Pratyangira is a very, very powerful Devi for that. Now I offer mantra courses and chanting courses on these issues. I got a student that I'm currently working with right now. So far is experiencing very, very wonderful results. There's students that I've worked with before. Also, they say that they experience wonderful results. So with this Devi that I'm talking about, very, very powerful. There's a full mantra chanting ritual that should be in play before you can try to employ these powers. You need to bind these entities coming from different directions to actually ruin you and your practice. You need to protect the energy of the mantra. Keep it manifesting in your life and bringing wonderful results. So if you don't know that process, you will constantly have certain resisting forces against you. If you want to keep it that way, it's fine. Anyway, let's cite the story about how these spiritual attacks can also happen. So in December, I have a friend of mine. I was initiating into the sadhana of Devi Pratyangira. So I had countered everything and reversed every bad thing in my life. Even if you can check my life back then in December and my life now, there's a change, there's a difference, a huge one at that fact. So I was working with this Devi, strong boundaries, strong barriers around me. couldn't get attacked. People were starting to be kind to me again. People were starting to be courteous with me, starting to do me favors. I was able to make a few money here and there because now I'm countering that negative energy that was sent to me either by other wizards and witches or by the people that envy me. So I was protected basically. So now my friend is also facing issues in his personal life with his partner. So now he starts coming to me to visit me every day for like the whole week. And I'm looking at this person coming to confide to me, coming with his issues to me. So I start feeling for him. I start feeling sorry for him. And then what happens? I suddenly have issues with my significant other. So now we are fighting. This was the most explosive fight I've ever had with her. Do you know why? I allowed this person to come with his negativity. Now his negativity had attached to my aura, had pierced the barriers around my yard, around my ashram, around my room. So now I was constantly getting attacks. We need to be careful, guys. We need to be careful, especially when you are on a spiritual path. The more you are focused on your path, the more sensitive and the more you awaken those psychic abilities. When you do so, it is vital for you to always be protected at all times. So now, this person, they fix their things. Now I'm left with fighting with my significant other. You understand? So now I have to fix things after fighting with my significant other. All because of that other person. So now they go. Suddenly, they fix things and she moves in with him. My friend that I'm talking about moves in with him, and now they are fine, playing lovey-dovey. So they are enjoying their romantic marital bliss that they have, not marriage in the form of marriage, but marital bliss, you know what I mean. No need to speak foul language over here. So they get back together, they enjoy that life. I need to fix things now. Now, after they fixed things, he doesn't show up anymore. He doesn't show up to come to me and support me and be there for me like he was during that week in December. So now he's gone, he's enjoying his life. So yesterday he comes back. I asked my mother, notice, do you see that this person coming back? Why is this person coming back, and why is he insisting on sitting with me, on hanging out with me after he had gone for over 3 weeks? Why would he do that? Then I answered that question after asking it. No, it's because this person is moving with certain frequencies that are there to try and sabotage me and throw me off. So what do? I use some of the tricks of counter witchcraft that I learned from Devi Pratyangira. So he's constantly saying about his life, talking about his life, explaining his sadness in life, his depression. I detach. I do what Devi Pratyangira has shown me to do. I counter his energy. And it goes back to him. It nyams him and mashes him up. So now he can't get what he used to come and get here. What does he do? He has to live now. To leave. To go to his errands that he needs to run, basically. So then he makes an appointment to come back later. To come back to see me later. I agree, it's fine, you can come later. But I know he's not gonna come later because of what I did countering that thing that he was trying to bring over here. So the time hits, it approaches, he doesn't come. Do you know why? He couldn't do what he had to do. And this person doesn't know, mind you. There's people who are in our lives that are spiritually blind. They don't know that they are doing all these things. They are doing all this unconsciously. They are being controlled by those entities that I was telling you about earlier on. If you don't want to believe me, they'll mash you up. So make sure that you do email me at sns.fya@gmail.com to learn about these techniques to protect yourself, to learn about mantra sadhana, to go into spirituality. I'll teach you how to build magical energy, how to build spiritual power, how to protect yourself, what you need to do daily to ensure that you are protected. What are some of the attacks? What can you expect from people? What does it entail? What happens on the astral? So yes, I'll teach you all that, and I'm confident because I see this knowledge in action through someone. So thank you. This is what I wanted to speak to you guys about. We need to protect ourselves. If you had the spiritual eye to see what are some of the things that people walk with, you'd be so traumatized, almost to a point of insanity. Be warned. The people that call themselves our friends and they are spiritually blind, they are a walking time bomb, constantly attracting bad luck and misfortune your way. These are the helpers to the wizards and witches in your neighborhood. These people will be your downfall. It's actually quite deep how we are even attached to these people. We need tools like these to cut ties and cords with these people. I can also teach you how to use this. Just email me at arsonist.fya@gmail.com. There's an influx of bad negative energy out there. There's people who are being controlled by these negative entities from the ethereal planes. So this is the deal with these entities. Remember, the human being consists of 5 elements, which is the akasha, which is the air, the water, the earth, and the fire. So we have 5 elements in our being, in our makeup. These entities are elemental entities, and some of them are of the water, some of them are of the earth, some of them are of the fire, Some of them are of the air. These entities, they inhabit these spiritual planes and solely those spiritual planes. So they don't consist of the 5 elements within them. So we have an advantage over them due to that fact. So we are able to rise above a level which is far above them. So they are constantly sabotaging us because they don't want us to rise. And some of them sabotaging us, it's actually an advantage to them to make us to make us even rise higher. These people are devotees to the gods we work with. So they are spiritually advanced and evolved. So we need to be careful. We need to arm ourselves spiritually. Om Namah Shivaya, Arsonist Fire here on the Way of Dharma. Now for numerology courses, for mantra courses, for courses on magic and how to use these tools, magic tools, make sure that you do email me at arsonist.fya@gmail.com. For consultations, also email me at that email, arsonist.fya@gmail.com. I won't do any rituals for you. I will teach you how to do the rituals for yourself, due to the fact that I don't do anything for anyone. If I do something for you, it means I want you to come back tomorrow with another issue for me to solve it. Or even worse, which means I am witchcrafting you to come back and bring money to me. So rather, I don't do anything for you. I teach you what you need to do. If it's magical tools that you need to buy, you'll buy them from me. Om Namah Shivaya. So what else did I want to address in this video? Oh yes, this is what I wanted to speak about. I offer courses on numerology. I offer courses on planetary magic. I offer courses on mantra sadhana. I offer courses on counter witchcraft, basically, and initiation into the mantra sadhana in general. So Namaste. I hope you had a lovely time listening to this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the Way of Dharma 108, and make sure that you share this with your loved ones. Om Namah Shivaya.